Hello and welcome to this NDTV sports vlog. I'm Osama Shah and we'll obviously be talking about the ICC ODI World Cup which is being hosted in India for the very first time. India has managed to tick all the boxes. The batters are doing well. The middle order is clicking. The bowlers have been doing really well. The only negative for India at this point of time is Hardik Pandya's injury. Now, Pandya was suffered a ligament injury against Bangladesh and he was ruled out for that match. He did not come out to bat. He has been ruled out for the England match, which is going to happen on Sunday, and that is a big blow for India because Hardik Pandya is one of those players who does the job of two players. He can bowl 10 overs, and the kind of form, the kind of batting form that he has been in, he can obviously be an integral part of that middle order which he has been. So his loss has definitely affected the balance of the Indian side, and that is the reason why Mohammad Shami, he got a place in this team, and Shardul Thakur had to sit out, and Surya Kumar Yadav got in as an extra batter. Now, India did manage to win the match against New Zealand. Mohammad Shami took a fantastic 5-wicket haul. Going into the England match, will India go with the same setup? That is the question. Will India look to change anything from what we have seen in the New Zealand match? We'll have to wait and watch. But as of now, it does look like that India will go in with the same combination. Now, the interesting thing is that Lucknow, it is expected to be a turner. Should India give Ravi Ashwin a chance in that match? Well, write in your comments and tell us whether you would like to see Ravi Ashwin in that match, and in whose place can Ravi Ashwin get into that particular team. Talking about another team, the Australian Juggernaut that has been happening over the last 3 matches. This is one team that you cannot write off, especially in an ICC tournament, because they are a completely different beast in a tournament, in a World Cup especially, and we have seen that happening in the last couple of editions, where they haven't got off to a good start. They haven't gone into the tournament in great form, but they ultimately managed to reach the knockouts. They ultimately managed to win the tournament, and that is something that is very it's a very Australian thing, if we have to put it that way. But they are looking like a very dangerous side, and there is a lot of similarity, in fact, in the way Australia and South Africa are playing at this particular tournament. Is there a template that they are following, or are they playing to the situation at hand? The last night, 2 players who have literally shone for Australia. David Warner, he has been in tremendous form, back-to-back hundreds, and along with him, Glenn Maxwell. He came to the party in the last match. He hit a century. In fact, it was the fastest ODI World Cup century in the ODI World Cup, and it was really exciting to see him bat that way, especially with whatever that has gone down with him in the last 1.5 year, where he suffered an injury. He came back, made a place in that team, and is now obviously shining for Australia. It is something that a lot of teams are going to be wary about, especially the form of the Australian batting order. Now, there are certain teams whose future hangs in a balance, and one of those teams is England, and that is one match that is going to be interesting. That clash between these 2 giants of the game, that is going to be interesting. But talking about England, they are the world champions. They are coming into this match after 3 back-to-back losses, while they are facing Sri Lanka, who managed to get a win against Netherlands in the last match. But both the teams haven't really done well in this particular tournament. There was a lot expected out of England, considering that they were one of the contenders, as a lot of people were talking. They came into this tournament with the reputation of playing ultra aggressive cricket with their brand of BazBall, and that hasn't really worked in favor of England in this particular tournament. And Josh Butler, in fact, made a statement just before the World Cup, where he said that I want us to attack, and he also mentioned that I don't like the word defending, and that is something that that statement might have come back to bite the English team. But having said that, are England being too stubborn with their BazBall approach? Please comment on that and tell us your views on that. The question is, are England being too stubborn with their brand of cricket, and should they change anything with respect to how they approach a game? Now, it is a must-win game for both the teams today, England as well as Sri Lanka, but more importantly for England, because they are, of course, the defending champions, and for them to lose this match and go out of the World Cup, because essentially if you lose this match, it is a do or die match in a way, and if you lose that match, it will be very, very, very difficult for them to make it to that top four with the rest of the results, with the way the rest of the matches have been in this particular tournament. Can England do the unthinkable? Can they make a return in this tournament? There is something that we'll have to wait and watch. But talking about, like I said, they'll be fighting Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka are no pushovers, by the way. They are always the dark horses when it comes to an ICC tournament. You take their record in the last couple of tournaments, where they are not the most talked about team, but when they come into an ICC tournament, they always manage to do well. And at this point of time, that they might not be playing their best 11, but you never know with a team like Sri Lanka. When you look at the league's table at this point of time, India leading the pack with 5 out of 5 wins. Now the big question is, India has been winning their matches chasing throughout. Should India consider putting up a total first, try and test their batting and see if they can post a big total and then defend it, because there might come a time in the tournament, and it might happen in the knockouts, that India are asked to bat first, and because we haven't tested that approach in this World Cup, it might backfire. So it is better for India to go in the next couple of matches and try, if at all they win the toss, to try and bat first and see if they can get those convincing wins like they have been getting so far while batting first. It is the business end of the tournament, and there are a lot of teams who are going to be fighting for that fourth place. Let us put it that way, because going by what we have seen so far, India are more or less likely to make it to the knockouts, followed by South Africa and New Zealand, because of the brand of cricket that they have played and the results that they have got. It is the fight for that fourth place. Australia have peaked at the very right time, and it looks very, very difficult to dethrone them from that fourth position. Can Pakistan do it? Can England do it? We'll have to wait and watch. Can even Afghanistan do the unthinkable because of the kind of results that they have been getting in this tournament? We'll have to wait and see how things unfold in the tournament. Like I said, halfway through the tournament, India sitting on top of the table. We'll have to wait and watch how things unfold from here.